Are you planning a trip to Scotland but feel spoilt for choice? It is true that often visitors feel a bit overwhelmed by the sheer volume of spots worth visiting here. As a Scottish tour guide, I'm going to give you 15 spots that you will never regret including on your adventure, that will get you out of the cities, and you will be able to fully immerse yourself in this magical country. Number 1, Loch Lomond. Affectionately known as the Bonnie Banks, Loch Lomond is a captivating loch straddling the lowlands and the Highlands of Scotland, and is considered the birthplace of the Romantic Revival. It really is picture postcard, or as the Scots would say, shortbread tin Scotland. It's only 1 hour from Glasgow. You can take boat trips to some of the many wee islands on the loch. There are well-marked hikes, and charming lochside villages are aplenty. The views from Connacht Hill or Ben Lomond are some of the best in the country. You'll take the high road, I'll take the low road. Number 2, Kilmartin Glen. More than 350 ancient sites are scattered through this lesser-known corner of Scotland, some of which predate the pyramids and Stonehenge. Little is known about most of these sites, but it is the very mystery that appeals to most people visiting the Glen. There are standing stones, rock art, burial cairns and stone circles. And much of what archaeologists have found here are housed in the newly renovated Kilmartin Museum, where expert staff are more than happy to explain and delve into the staggering history of this wee glen. Number 3, Islay. The Queen of the Hebrides may appeal mostly to whisky lovers, but this island offers a wee bit of everything. The stunning island is like Disneyland for those who are looking to indulge in Uskebea, the water of life. There are 9 fantastic distilleries to work your way around, and more are being built as we speak. These include one of the oldest in the country, O'More, and the 3 big hitters for fans of smoky whisky, Laphroaig, Lagavulin, and Ardbeg. It's not all whisky though. Islay is known for its abundance of bird spotting opportunities, coastal views over to Northern Ireland, and extremely important historic sites, such as Finlaggan, the old centre of the Lordship of the Isles. Number 4, Glencoe. There is nowhere in the country quite as dramatic and mind-blowing as Glencoe. You could drive through this cauldron-like valley 10 times in the same day and never tire of it. Towering mountains, often with their summits covered in ghostly cloud, wrap around you. Water rushes down the steep slopes in almost every direction, and colours are so vivid they are almost overwhelming. This place is somewhere you will never want to leave. This was the stage of one of the darker chapters in Scottish history, the massacre of Glencoe in 1692. Coming here and learning about that terrible event will only help you to understand why the Scots find Glencoe a truly emotional place. Great hikes are aplenty. Just make sure you are prepared, since these mountains are often underestimated. Number 5. Arasaig, Mallaig and the Small Isles. This wee section of coastline is a real hidden gem with easily some of the most beautiful beaches in Scotland. And often you have them entirely to yourself. Caithness and the Silver Sands of Morar are both extremely special. But this entire coastline is covered in sandy coves worth exploring. For fans of Harry Potter, the famous Glenfinnan Viaduct, where the Hogwarts Express glides over in the films, is nearby. Along with the monument which marks Bonnie Prince Charlie's rallying point at the beginning of the last Jacobite uprising. If you want to get further off the beaten track, take a ferry to any one of the gorgeous small isles. Rum, Eigg, or Canna. This will give you the true island experience. Murmurs of Gaelic, an abundance of wildlife, and plenty of quiet spots to take a deep breath and enjoy the slower pace of life. Number 6. The Isle of Skye. Skye is a popular choice for visitors to Scotland, and rightly so. The largest of the Inner Hebrides, you can easily spend a couple of days navigating the impressive landscape known as the Misty Isle. Skye is all about getting outside and drinking in the views, whilst also dabbling in some fascinating folklore. The Old Man of Storr, the Crang, and the Cuillins steal most of the headlines. But there is no shortage of stunning spots on this fairy tale-like island. 2 distilleries, countless waterfalls, and enchanting ruins. It's all here. Skye is a special place and definitely somewhere you should consider venturing to. Number 7. Lewis and Harris. The largest of all the Scottish islands, Lewis and Harris are actually connected, but offer great variety in their respective landscapes. Lewis is home to the Caithness standing stones, probably the most impressive set of standing stones in the entire country, which predate Stonehenge. There are other brilliant spots to take in. The Black House Village at Arran, the Duncarloway Broch, and the most northerly point and windiest spot in Scotland, the Butt of Lewis Lighthouse, where you will feel as though you are standing at the edge of the world. Down in Harris, on the other hand, it is a land of otherworldly coastal drives which will make you feel as though you're on another planet. Steep mountains where the golden eagles soar, and award-winning beaches with clear turquoise water. Don't forget to pick up some of the legendary, locally made Harris tweed. Number 8. Caithness. Lying right at the most northeastern corner of Scotland is Caithness. Full of ancient Iron Age brochs, towering sea stacks and cliffs where the seabirds soar, and huge blankets of bog which seem to go on forever. This is a landscape of global ecological significance. The most northerly spot on the mainland, Dunnet Head, and crawl your way into 5,000 years of history at the Camster Cairns. From Caithness, it's easy to hop over to the Orkney Islands. A great option if you are looking for more island adventures. Number 9. Orkney. Orkney is a beautiful archipelago of lush green islands surrounded by the fierce North Sea on one side and the Atlantic Ocean on the other. This is another great place to slow down and absorb quiet island life. Most visitors to Orkney are looking to explore some of Europe's finest prehistoric sites. Skye Brae, the Ring of Brodgar, and Maze How Chambered Cairn. These are fascinating sites and are again World UNESCO recognised. The island's capital of Kirkwall is a small but lively harbour town with narrow streets and little local craft shops. Be sure to learn about Orkney's Norse-tinged past at St Magnus Cathedral. Number 10, Speyside. Okay, so if you adore your whiskey, but not the peated stuff, chances are you're including Speyside on your itinerary. Over 50 distilleries, including huge icons like Glenfiddich, Macallan and Glenlivet, and also local favourites such as Glenallachie, Tamdhu and Benromach. This area is truly whiskey galore. The beautiful backdrop of barley fields, winding rivers and bright purple heather-clad hills only make Speyside an even more appealing destination. It is possible to walk the Speyside Way, a trail with plenty of stops for refreshment, and will take you all the way out to Spey Bay. Number 11, Cairngorms National Park. The UK's largest national park, this is an essential area to cover on your trip. Amazing scenic roads to cruise along, some of the country's best wildlife spotting opportunities, and ancient Caledonian pine forests to wander through. This is a high-altitude, almost tundra-like landscape, where the snow falls in winter and locals head for a spot of skiing. Rare species which can be found here are ptarmigan, capercaillie, mountain hares, and even Scottish wildcats. There is ample hiking opportunities with 5 out of 6 of the country's tallest peaks. And this is also one of the best places to enjoy dark sky views, often rewarding you with a chance to experience the Merry Dancers, more commonly known as the Northern Lights. Number 12, Aberdeenshire. One for the castle lovers. With more castles per square mile than anywhere in the country, Aberdeenshire is another fantastic area often missing from itineraries. There is the incredible cliff-top castles of Slains and Dunnottar, the former supposedly an inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula, and the latter being one of the most photographed in the country. Castle Fraser is a must-see, as well as the fantastic Disney-like Craigievar, and Caithness with its stunning gardens. Aberdeenshire is also home to Balmoral Castle, the much-loved holiday home in the Highlands for the royal family. From mountain to sea and everything in between, Aberdeenshire is a beautiful, varied corner of the country with bags of history. Number 13, the East Neuk of Fife. Sticking to the east coast, you should consider dedicating some time to the Kingdom of Fife. In particular, a corner known as the East Neuk, where historic and charming fishing villages are everywhere, and world-class golf courses are not hard to come by. Experience local seafood spots with freshly caught delicacies. Explore coastal paths from which dolphins can be spotted. And play 18 holes on one of the many links golf courses. St Andrews is, after all, the home of golf. And when visiting the popular seaside town, make sure you see the old ruins of the castle and cathedral, jog along the West Sands beach like they do in Chariots of Fire, and then indulge in some locally made ice cream. Number 14, Perthshire. Otherwise known as Big Tree Country, Perthshire is famed for its beautiful woodland walks and rushing waterfalls. At Skye Palace, you can visit Moot Hill, where our royals were inaugurated upon the Stone of Destiny, now housed in a brand new museum in the nearby city of Perth. Go wild with some whitewater rafting or a bungee jump, or take it easy at much-loved spots like the Hermitage, where the salmon can be seen leaping in the autumn, or the Birks of Aberfeldy, the inspiration behind one of Robert Burns' poems, our much-cherished national bard. Perthshire is a lush, green landscape in the heart of Scotland, with plenty to keep you busy. Number 15, the Isle of Arran. Not too far from the bustling city of Glasgow lies a peaceful island lovingly referred to as Scotland in miniature. This is a perfect choice for those looking to experience a bit of everything in a shorter space of time. Sweeping beaches, rugged mountains, charming coastal villages. Arran has the lot. Plenty of wildlife spots, 2 distilleries to visit, and an excellent location for hikers and cyclists. Arran punches above its weight as an island. You can experience some history at magnificent Brodick Castle or the huge standing stones at Macri Moor, and then get chatting to friendly locals in the many cafes, shops and pubs. Arran is certainly underrated. Don't miss out on this stunning island, which is only a short hop across from the mainland. So there you have it, 15 amazing spots to explore when you visit Scotland. And if you are looking to go with an experienced guide to learn about the history, culture, and the beautiful landscape of this amazing country, then consider booking a tour with Scotland's Wild, as we have been leading tours around this magical land for many years.